Now we're going to take a look at an unorthodox choke off of the back. I learned this in Brazil from a very good friend of mine, Thiago, and I've had some pretty good success with this. This comes from a position that you don't normally have a lot of success with and that your opponent doesn't feel very threatened in. Alright, so I'm on Marty's back. I've got that double under grip and I've started to pull him in. Alright, I got him in the pocket and Marty's doing a really good job of defending this arm coming over. We know that we can never let that hand come over and get into the collar. But most of us feel pretty comfortable when the person brings that hand underneath the arm, okay? Normally the only people to do this are terrible white belts, blue belts who are really strong and think that they can muscle it. Well, the truth is there's a technique that you can choke someone with this undergrip, okay? So this undergrip does have to be as tight as possible, but the good news is he doesn't feel threatened by this hand coming in. Notice I'm feeding up nice and tight, pulling all of that slack out of this arm. Now from here, I'm going to start to pull Marty over into this pocket, okay? I got to switch sides with my head. When I bring him forward and I bring him to the other side, I'm keeping nice and tight. Now this hand, that's the underhook, is going to come over top of his head, and I'm going to push away right here. This can be a very uncomfortable choke, but I'm going to be totally honest. It scares me. Because when I bring my hand over to the other side, if he is prepared, and he's good, and you're not tight, he can start to try and get his back to the floor. Turn, Marty. That is a problem. We don't want that. The good news is, I haven't had anyone do that to me yet. Alright? If you pay attention, and you account for that, and you know for that, when you start feeling his back turn, you can bail on this and go back and get a little bit of control. Maybe you can come up on top too. Alright? Let's look at it again from that same angle. I'm double unders here. I pull him back into the pocket. Instead of leading over with the hand, because he's doing a really good job defending, I'm going to lead under. Move your hands. I'm going to come under, and I'm going to get as tight as I can right here. Notice I'm still nice and tight with my head. Okay? Now, I'm going to pull him to the other side at the same time as my arm comes over. So, 1, 2, and I'm going to push away with the back of my arm at the same time as I pull in with my right hand. This is one of those chokes that takes a little bit of practice, a little bit of feel. You might be looking at it and not be believing. Rep it out with a couple of your friends. Make sure that you get him into this pocket right here. You want him off-centered from your body. You want to make sure that you get good pushing power with the back of that tricep, and you pull very lightly with that bottom of the hand. I'm inside, I pull him back. Boom. Real easy. From here, I bring this hand in and control. Even if he's defending with his hands, most of the time, this is a grip that you can get pretty easy, fairly easily. Okay? From here, I was controlling over the hand. I'm going to pop him to the other side and bring that arm over. I'm going to push away and lightly pull in with my hand.